Hi, this is Dave, Fell Running Guide. Welcome to this week's navigation task. This week I've got a photograph of a location, a point that I went and visited. I want to see if you can find that on the map. And then also I've got a compass bearing that I took from that point. And I was identifying a prominent feature. So from that wall corner, a compass bearing of 60 degrees. What was I looking at? Map is the Ordnance Survey 1 to 25,000, the Peak District. So somewhere on there is that wall corner and a prominent feature 60 degrees away from that. So let's have a look at the photograph. And other than a wall corner, what can we see? Well, we can note that it's a wall corner and it's got quite a sharp angle to it. So this wall coming in on the left, so it's hard to say, but looks quite close to 90 degrees. What about the shape of the ground? Well, if we were to go up this wall here, we've got a gentle rise, ground rising gently up here. We can see there's a horizon there, and probably gently dropping away to the left down there. We can see we've got a horizon line here and looks like a forest and high ground in the distance. Now we might not be able to see that on the map, so we have to take this into account first, and note there's also just one wall going off up here and one going off to the left there. There's not a cross, there's not a wall going off to the right over here, and there's nothing coming down and leading off behind me. So let's have a look. Can we see that on the map? Well, we've got lots of wall corners, but remember we just need two walls meeting each other at quite a sharp angle. So let's have a look at some of the possibilities. We've got one here, look. So if I was stood there looking up that wall, gradual rise up, gradual drop to the left, but 60 degrees would put us up here, and there's not really a feature for me to take a bearing on up on there, so we're not on that one. What about this? Well, we've got a good right angle wall corner, but note at this point here the wall continues down, so that's like a three-way junction, and we wanted a two-way junction. Here we've got some obvious wall corners. If we're at that point there, gradual drop down to the left, gradual rise up to the right, but 60 degrees up to a feature would put us up here somewhere. There's nothing precise or prominent. A bearing up to this trigger point here is more like 50 degrees, so not that one. Anything in here? Well, there's a wall corner there, look, but that's on quite steep ground. See how the contours are close together? So straight ahead of us there, looking up there, would be looking uphill steeply, and we'd also see a second wall running along, coming across probably less than 100 meters away. So that's not the case. What about here? We've got a wall corner there. So if we were looking up that, a gradual climb up here, a gradual drop down to the left. Those trees were probably over on the other side of here, so I said we didn't need to worry about those trees. What does a 60 degree bearing look like from that point there? Well, let's have a look. Well, there's the line drawn, and here you can see a bearing of 61.2, so fractionally more than shown in my compass. What about looking from here? Well, if I put that on, you see there, that's more like 50 degrees, so that didn't match, as I mentioned before. So yeah, the answer was taken from the wall corner there, bearing of 60 degrees, just over 60 degrees, looking up to Lost Lad there. So that was this week's task. Hope you got it right. Thanks for watching. Look out for next week's navigation task. Bye for now.